Truths that will shake you to your core and light a fire under you like never before. Every single day, you wake up with a choice. You can choose to be weak, to give in to your excuses, to let your fears control you. Or you can choose to be strong, to face your challenges head on, to become the person you were meant to. Which one are you going to choose? Let me tell you something. That weak version of yourself, the one that's always complaining, always procrastinating, always settling for less, that version needs to go. It's time to kill it off once and for all. Now, I know what you're thinking, but it's not that easy. I've tried before and failed. Well, let me ask you this. Have you really tried? Have you given it everything you've got? Or have you just dabbled, dipping your toes in the water of change without fully committing? Success isn't for the faint of heart. It's not for those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. Success is for those who are willing to do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, until they achieve their goals. You see, the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people isn't talent. It isn't luck. It's discipline. It's the willingness to do the things that others aren't willing to do. It's the ability to keep going when everyone else has given up. Let me share a little secret with you. The most successful people in the world, the ones who have achieved greatness in their fields, they all started exactly where you are right now. They had dreams, they had fears, they had doubts. But you know what set them apart? They didn't let those fears and doubts control them. They used them as fuel to propel themselves forward. Now, I want you to take a moment and think about your life. Are you living up to your full potential? Are you making the most of every single day? Or are you letting opportunities slip through your fingers because you're too afraid to take action? Here's the thing. Life is short. You don't have the luxury of wasting time. Every day that you spend wallowing in self-pity, every day that you spend making excuses, is a day that you'll never get back. Is that really how you want to live your life? It's time to make a decision right here, right now. Are you going to continue being the weak version of yourself? Or are you ready to step up and become the strong, successful, unstoppable person you were meant to be? Let me tell you, the journey won't be easy. There will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be days when you want to give up. But those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that separate the winners from the losers. You see, success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how you respond to failure. Do you let it knock you down and keep you there, or do you use it as a stepping stone, learning from your mistakes and coming back stronger than ever? I've met countless people who had all the potential in the world, but they never achieved their dreams because they couldn't get out of their own way. They let their fear of failure hold them back. They let their self-doubt keep them small. But that's not going to be you. You're different. You're here because you're ready for change. You're ready to take control of your life and create the future you've always dreamed of. So how do we do it? How do we kill that weak version of ourselves and become the strong, successful individuals we were meant to be? It starts with your mindset. You have to believe, truly believe, that you are capable of greatness. You have to eliminate the negative self-talk, the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. Replace them with positive affirmations, with a burning desire to succeed. Next, you need to set clear, specific goals, not vague wishes, but concrete objectives that you can work towards every single day. Write them down. Look at them every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed. Let them become a part of you. But goals without action are just dreams. You need to take massive, consistent action towards your goals every single day. No excuses. No days off. Success doesn't take holidays, and neither should you. Develop habits that support your goals. Wake up early, exercise, read, learn new skills. Surround yourself with positive, successful people who will push you to be better. Cut out the negative influences in your life, the people, the habits, the distractions that are holding you back. Embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone, If you want to achieve great things, you have to be willing to do what others won't. Push yourself. Challenge yourself. Do the things that scare you. Understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become stronger. Don't shy away from failure. Embrace it. Learn from it. Use it to fuel your journey. Develop a sense of urgency. Life is happening right now. Your dreams aren't going to wait for you to feel ready. Take action now. Start now. The perfect moment you're waiting for, it doesn't exist. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Cultivate discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline is what gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. when you'd rather sleep in. Discipline is what keeps you working towards your goals when the initial excitement has worn. Discipline is what separates the achievers from the dreamers. Remember, success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a continual process of growth, of pushing your limits, of becoming better than you were yesterday. Don't get complacent. Don't settle. Always be striving for more. Now, let me be clear. This journey won't be easy. There will be days when you want to give up, days when it feels like the whole world is against you. But those are the days that matter most. Those are the days when champions are made. You see, anyone can stay motivated when things are going well. Anyone can push forward when the wind is at their back. But it's how you respond to adversity that truly defines you. It's how you pick yourself up after a failure, how you keep going when everything in you wants to quit. That's what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. Think about the great achievers throughout history. Think about the inventors, the entrepreneurs, the athletes who have changed the world. Do you think their journeys were easy? Do you think they never faced setbacks, never doubted themselves? Of course they did. But the difference is, they didn't let those setbacks define them. They didn't let their doubts control them. They used them as fuel, as motivation to work harder, to push further, to prove everyone wrong. You have that same power within you. You have the ability to overcome any obstacle, to achieve any goal you set your mind to. But you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to sacrifice, to push through the pain, to keep going when everyone else has given up. Let me share a little story with you. Years ago, I met a young man who had dreams of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He had ideas, he had passion, but he was paralyzed by fear. Fear of failure, fear of what others would think, fear of the unknown. For years, he stayed in his comfort zone. He worked a job he hated, dreaming of what could be, but never taking action. He was the living embodiment of that weak version of himself that we're talking about killing off. But one day, something changed. He realized that his fear of failure was nothing compared to his fear of regret, the fear of looking back on his life and wondering, what if? That fear was far more terrifying than any temporary setback or failure. So he took action. He started small, working on his business idea in the evenings after his day job. He faced rejection after rejection, setback or setback, but he kept going. He learned from his failures. He adjusted his approach. He never gave up. Today, that young man runs a successful company that employs hundreds of people. He's living the life he always dreamed of. And you know what he told me? He said the hardest part wasn't the long hours, the stress, the uncertainty. The hardest part was taking that first step, overcoming that initial fear. That's what I want for you. I want you to take that first step to push past your fears, your doubts, your excuses, to kill off that weak version of yourself that's been holding you back. Because here's the truth. That weak version of yourself, it's not the real you. It's a facade, a mask you've been wearing. The real you is strong. The real you is capable. The real you is destined for greatness. But you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to face your fears head on. You have to be willing to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Start by changing your self-talk. Instead of saying, I can't, say, how can I? Instead of focusing on your limitations, focus on your possibilities. Train your mind to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Next, take massive action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Take action now. Start small if you have to. But remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Surround yourself with positivity. Cut out the negative influences in your life. The people who drag you down, who tell you that you can't achieve your dreams. They have to go. Instead, surround yourself with people who inspire you, who push you to be better, who believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Every time you fail, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Use your failures as stepping stones to success. Remember, the only true failure is giving up. Develop a sense of gratitude. Even on your worst days, there's always something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It gives you strength, it gives you perspective, it fuels your journey. Take care of your physical health. Your body and mind are interconnected. Exercise regularly. Eat well. Get enough sleep. When you feel good physically, you perform better mentally and emotionally. Never stop learning. The world is constantly changing, constantly evolving. To stay ahead, you need to be constantly growing, constantly improving. Read books, take courses, learn new skills, invest in yourself, set audacious goals. Don't be afraid to dream big. The bigger your goals, the more motivated you'll be to achieve them. But remember, big goals are achieved through small, consistent actions over time. Develop a morning routine. How you start your day sets the tone for the rest of your day. Wake up early, exercise, meditate, read, plan your day. Start your day with intention and purpose. Learn to manage your time effectively. Time is your most precious resource. Use it wisely. Prioritize your tasks. Focus on what's truly important. Eliminate distractions. Remember, you can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Develop resilience. Life will knock you down. It's inevitable. But resilience is what allows you to get back up stronger than ever. Face your challenges head on. Don't run from them. Embrace them as opportunities for growth. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Too often, we focus on how far we have to go and forget to acknowledge how far we've come. Take time to celebrate your progress. Use it as motivation to push even harder. Remember why you started. On the tough days, when you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you began this journey in the first place. Connect with your purpose, your passion, your why. Let it fuel you. Let it drive you forward. Understand that success is not linear. There will be ups and downs. There will be periods of rapid growth and periods of stagnation. Don't get discouraged during the plateaus. Keep pushing, keep working, keep believing. Your breakthrough could be just around the corner. Develop a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Don't say, I'm not good at this. Say, I'm not good at this yet. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Take responsibility for your life. Stop blaming others for your circumstances. Stop making excuses. You are where you are because of the choices you've made. And you have the power to make different choices, to create a different future. Understand the power of compound effect. Small, consistent actions repeated over time lead to massive results. It's not about making radical changes overnight. It's about making small improvements every single. Learn to delay gratification. The ability to resist short-term pleasures in favor of long-term gains is a key predictor of success. Train yourself to focus on the long game, to make decisions based on your goals rather than your immediate desires. Develop a strong work ethic. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work. Be willing to outwork everyone else. Be the first one in and the last one out. Go the extra mile. Do what others aren't willing to do. Learn to embrace uncertainty. The path to success is rarely clear or straightforward. You'll face uncertainty. You'll face doubt. But remember, it's in those moments of uncertainty that the greatest opportunities often lie. Cultivate patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is success. Understand that real, lasting success takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep working, keep pushing, keep believing. Develop emotional intelligence. Learn to understand and manage your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. Instead, use them as valuable information to guide your decisions and actions. Practice self-discipline. Do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Wake up when the alarm goes off, even when you're tired. Go to the gym, even when you don't feel motivated. Work on your goals, even when you'd rather relax. Learn to say no. You can't do everything. You can't please everyone. Learn to say no to the things that don't align with your goals, that don't move you closer to your dreams. Develop a positive attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. Choose to see the good in every situation. Choose to focus on solutions rather than problems. Choose to be optimistic about your future. Take calculated risks. Playing it safe might feel comfortable, but it rarely leads to extraordinary success. Be willing to step out of your comfort zone, to take calculated risks in pursuit of your goals. Learn from others. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Study successful people in your field. Read their books, listen to their podcasts, attend their seminars, learn from their successes and their failures. Develop a strong personal brand. In today's world, your personal brand is your most valuable asset. Be intentional about how you present yourself to the world. Let your actions, your words, your work speak for you. Practice visualization. See yourself achieving your goals. Visualize your success in vivid detail. The more real you can make it in your mind, the more motivated you'll be to make it a reality. Learn to manage stress effectively. Success often comes with stress. Learn healthy ways to manage that stress. Exercise, meditation, hobbies. Don't let stress derail your journey. Develop a sense of purpose larger than yourself. Connect your goals to something bigger than just personal gain. How can your success positively impact others? How can you use your talents to make the world a better place? Remember, success is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about becoming a little bit better every single day. It's about continually pushing your limits, expanding your comfort zone, becoming the best version of yourself. So I ask you again, are you ready to kill that weak version of yourself? Are you ready to step into your power to become the strong, successful, unstoppable person you were meant to be? The choice is yours. You can continue living a life of mediocrity, a life of what ifs and if onlys. Or you can choose to take control, to face your fears, to pursue your dreams with everything you've got. Remember, the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. The temporary discomfort of pushing yourself, of facing your fears, of doing the hard work, that's nothing compared to the lifelong regret of never having tried, of never having given yourself a real chance to succeed. So what's it going to be? Are you going to let that weak version of yourself continue to control your life? Or are you ready to step up, to take action, to become the person you were always meant to be? The time for excuses is over. The time for self-doubt is over. The time for playing small is over. It's time to step into your power. It's time to pursue your dreams with everything you've got. It's time to become the best version of yourself. Remember, success is not something that happens to you. It's something you create. It's a result of your choices, your actions, your mindset. You have everything you need within you right now to achieve extraordinary things. You just need to believe in yourself, take action, and never ever give up. So I challenge you, starting right now, make a commitment to yourself, a commitment to excellence, to growth, to becoming the best version of yourself. Write down your goals, create a plan, take that first, and when the going gets tough, because it will get tough, remember why you started. Remember the person you're becoming, the life you're creating. Let that vision pull you forward even on your darkest days. You have greatness within you. You have the power to achieve anything you set your mind to, but that power remains dormant until you decide to use it. So make that decision. Make that choice. Commit to becoming the best version of yourself, to killing off that weak version once and for all. You see, life is too short to live with regrets. It's too precious to waste on mediocrity. You were born for greatness. You were born to make a difference, to leave your mark on this world. But that greatness, that potential, it remains dormant until you decide to tap into it. Think about the great achievers throughout history. The inventors, the entrepreneurs, the leaders who changed the world. They weren't born special. They weren't gifted with some magical ability that you don't have. No, what set them apart was their mindset, their determination, their unwavering belief in themselves and their vision. They faced the same fears you face. They had the same doubts, the same insecurities, but they made a choice. They chose to push past those fears. They chose to silence their doubts. They chose to believe in themselves when no one else did. And that's the choice I'm asking you to make right now. Choose to believe in yourself. Choose to push past your fears. Choose to become the person you were always meant to be. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but I've tried before and failed. What makes this time any different? And to that I say, what if this time is different? What if this is the moment everything changes for you? What if this is the beginning of your breakthrough? You see, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every setback, every mistake, every failure, it's all just feedback. It's all just information you can use to adjust your approach, to refine your strategy, to get better. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall down countless times. But do we call that failure? Of course not. We recognize it as a necessary part of the learning process. So why should it be any different for us as adults? The only true failure is giving up. The only way you can truly fail is if you stop trying, if you let your setbacks defeat you instead of fuel you. So I challenge you to change your relationship with failure. Instead of fearing it, embrace it. Instead of letting it discourage you, let it motivate you. Let each setback fuel your determination to succeed. Remember, success is not about avoiding failure. It's about how quickly you get back up when you fall. It's about how you use your failures as stepping stones to success. Now, let's talk about discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what gets you out of bed at 5 a.m. when you'd rather sleep in. It's what keeps you working on your dreams when everyone else is relaxing. It's what pushes you to go the extra mile when you feel like you've got nothing left to give. Discipline is not about punishment. It's about freedom. The freedom to achieve your goals, to live the life you've always dreamed of. It's about doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. You see, motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline is what carries you through when motivation fails. It's what separates the achievers from the dreamers. So how do you develop discipline? It starts with small, consistent actions. Set your alarm 15 minutes earlier. Make your bed every morning. Read for 30 minutes every day. These small actions, repeated consistently, build the habit of discipline. And as you build discipline in these small areas, you'll find it easier to apply discipline to the bigger challenges in your life. You'll find yourself naturally pushing harder, reaching further, achieving more. Now let's talk about your environment. Your environment shapes you more than you might realize. The people you surround yourself with, the information you consume, the habits you cultivate, all of these play a crucial role in shaping who you become. So take a hard look at your environment. Are the people around you pushing you to be better, or are they holding you back? Is the information you're consuming empowering you or distracting you? Are your daily habits moving you closer to your goals or further away? Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. Give them information that empowers you, that expands your mind, that fuels your growth. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, never stop learning, never stop growing. Cultivate habits that support your goals. Wake up early, exercise regularly, plan your days. These habits might seem small, but over time they compound to create massive results. Now, let's talk about your mindset. Your mindset is everything. It's the lens through which you view the world. the filter through which you interpret your experiences. And the beautiful thing is you have the power to shape your mindset. Develop a growth mindset. Believe that your abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Don't say, I can't do this. Say, I can't do this yet. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Practice gratitude. Even on your worst days, there's always something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It gives you strength, it gives you perspective, it fuels your journey. Cultivate positivity. Choose to see the good in every situation. Choose to focus on solutions rather than problems. Choose to be optimistic about your future. Remember, your attitude determines your altitude. Now, I want to talk about the power of your words. The way you talk to yourself matters. The words you use shape your reality. So be mindful of your self-talk. Replace I have to with I get to. Replace I'm afraid with I'm excited. These small shifts in language can create massive shifts in your mindset and your results. And it's not just about how you talk to yourself. It's about how you present yourself to the world. In today's world, your personal brand is your most valuable asset. So be intentional about how you present yourself. Let your actions, your words, your work speak for you. Now let's talk about time management. Time is your most precious resource. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time, so use it wisely. Prioritize your tasks. Focus on what's truly important. Eliminate distractions. Remember, being busy is not the same as being productive. It's not about doing more things, it's about doing the right things. Learn to say no. You can't do everything. You can't please everyone. Learn to say no to the things that don't align with your goals, that don't move you closer to your dream. You want to change your life? Do you want to become the best version of yourself?
Okay. So this morning I decided to play the whole thing because what he had to say was a lot. And hopefully, as we're playing these motivational, inspiring videos, we're listening, absorbing, and we're going to, for those who are not implementing any of this and you are looking to build a successful business, but this is not just about your business, it's just your life in general. Because even if you're not building a business and you still do these things, it's going to make your life so much easier and more fruitful, whether you're doing your house chores or whatever it is you're doing. As you notice, they always talk about waking up, exercising, doing your Bible reading. They all talk about that. Every last one of them, they speak about exercising. Now, I have, it's funny, I was going through this box with things that I have that I said I need to go to the box and start getting rid of what's not necessary. And I came across this one that says, the 5 morning habits of successful life, for successful life. And I was reading it yesterday and I said, you know what, I'm going to start implementing it. And I'm going to find an accountability partner. Miss Maria, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, Jack LaLanne said, he hosted the longest running fitness program, the Jack LaLanne Show, for 34 years. And he said, it's no surprise that he had a ritual which led him to a prominent success. At the age of 94, he was still working out 2 hours a day with 90 minutes of weightlifting and 30 minutes of cardio. He was fond of saying, I cannot afford to die. It will ruin my image. And I love that. Jack LaLanne was the one that got me into juicing. So I always talk about him. But guys, imagine that. He cannot afford to die because it will ruin his image. So the question is, what is your image? What image are you trying to put out there? And I'll leave it there because whether we know it or not, there is an image that we're putting out there. And how we show up especially if we are, you know, we say we're marketing health and wellness. I never go and say, you know, Atomy products, because I market myself as health and wellness because I have the water, I have the whole Atomy product line. So I have a complete 360 and it's health and wellness for me. So when I sit with someone, I'm talking about water and I go into all the other wonderful products we have here that completes everything else in their home. Their supplement, their skincare, what they put on their body, what they're washing their clothes with, what they're doing their laundry with, what they're doing their dishes with, the whole spectrum. That's what I cover when I meet with someone. I'm not just showing them the supplement only. I show them everything. So it's a complete 360 for me. So guys, just remember, as he said here, how are you showing up? Make sure you're representing what you're talking about. So anyway, so that's it for me there, Mr. CJ or whoever. I don't know if anyone have anything to say before we move forward to our company. Go ahead.
Yes, Novlet, I'm going to just sit this one through because I'm in a feeling noisy environment. But good morning to everyone. Go right ahead, Novlet. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Based on what they just heard, any feedback? Guys, it really would be nice if you guys can give feedback and I don't feel like I'm just sitting here talking to myself every morning. It's disheartening. It makes me not want to continue because there is never any feedback coming back. And I'm just telling you guys how I feel. It's like I'm here talking to myself every day. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, Neverlet?
I'm doing great.
That's good. That's good. First of all, Neverlet, can you at least change the screen, because right now you still have it on the on sharing screen.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can interact better. So people, yeah, because
Okay.
when it's like that, people think you probably have a recording or something, you know.
Well, they know the call is being recorded every morning.
Yes, I understand, but they might think it's something they're playing. This is
Yeah, I forgot to take it off.
yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. All right. Yeah, so yeah, I was listening. That's something that I do every morning. If I mean, after I get up, I pray, and I listen to about 15 to 25 minutes of I like Jim Ron.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely, when I'm not listening to Jim Ron, I'm listening to Les Brown. I'm listening to Zig Ziglar. There's so many people, Art Williams, that you can listen to that will boost your mindset and get you going. You know, motivation doesn't last forever, but sometimes you need motivation to get you out of bed, do what you have to do for the day. But Jim Ron and you, it's much more than motivation, because it gets you on the right mindset. And the other thing I would advise people to do is to at least read about 15 to 25 minutes every day. That also on top of it, and that would also help you go through the day and actually become more valuable for yourself. So you're improving, because like Jim One, I believe, yeah, like Jim One just says, this world is changing, so you better get better, and you have to improve to compete in this new world. So you have to improve, learn, grow, so you can get better. So so right now, guys, I am, where am I? Okay, I'm in New Jersey, New York right now. So if you have anybody in New York, you probably see the flyers. And we have Florence. I believe Florence is in Toronto. Jason right now is in Australia. We have leaders in different places doing seminar, doing spreading the word of the greatness. You know, this is a great company, how this company is changing lives. So get your people to all the events. The events change lives. Great leaders create in the event. So you don't want to, this is free seminar. You don't want to if you really want to be successful, you don't want to keep this business to yourself. You have to share it with everyone, especially when you know there's a seminar. If you have friends and family in those states, call them, send them the flyer, send a special invitation to them, and so they can get there to hear it from someone else. Maybe maybe they see it in a different, they see it differently. Then it's better than when you're telling them, because your family members, your friend, they might not take you seriously. But guess what? They will listen to someone else that been there, done that. Because let me tell you, the people that really get me to do this business, it wasn't my upline. It wasn't Lydia Florence. Believe it or not, it was Jason. My first 1-day seminar. After the product saved my life, after I have my testimony and everything, but I didn't know, there was such thing. I could make money in Atomy. I was not, inspired to share my story to nobody. I didn't really care, to tell you the truth. But when I went to the 1-day seminar, listen to Jason Chen, he was, giving his part of the story, like his life, what he's been through, how Atomy changed his life. And that really get me the courage. And at the time, I could barely understand what he was saying. His English was really, really bad. But right now, if you listen to him, if you listen to Jason, is fluent, because practice get better. It's the same in the business. If you really want to do something with your life, don't just sit there and don't do anything. You have to do something with yourself. Some people are great learners. They learn, but they never put what they learn into practice. You guys have greatness within you. You can do good things, but don't just sit around and don't take action. You got to take action. And so many people are suffering out there. So many people is looking for help. And you don't open your mouth, nothing's going to happen, and your business is suffering, and your family is counting on you. You're not delivering because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Guys, you can do this thing. This is not rocket science. This business is really as simple it could possibly be for you to change your life. You have a great customer service. You get great products in the system, incredible system, up to date. The innovation is extraordinary. Listen, there's everything you need is there for you to be successful. All you got to do is get yourself out there, make something out of this thing, and change your life. And let me tell you, I can do it alone. None of us can do it alone. But let me tell you, we can start with us. We have to really do it, really open our mouths, really do it, get some excitement, get excited, take what you learn from Jim Rohn, Les Brown, whomever you listen to, read some books, but don't just read, don't just listen, don't just come to the Zoom. After the Zoom, make some phone calls, get excited, pull up those numbers, let people know what you do. You get a free shopping mall. What exactly you doing with it? I'm telling you, listen, this isn't no textbook. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, listen, if nobody opened their mouth, I will never hear from Atomy. Guess what? I will have to go to surgery. They will have to remove my gland, and I will be on medication for the rest of my life. The fact that somebody opened their mouth about Atomy, I get to hear about Atomy. I was in line for surgery. In less than 2 weeks, I was gonna go under the knife. Thanks God, some people open their mouth, and the company get to me on time, and I get the privilege. Again, is a blessing. That's the reason why I'm sharing with you right now.
Mitch, could you tell them what your health challenge were?
Yes. I give my story every day. Guys, when I'm telling people I had the hardest time of my life for about 3 years, I was taking medication because I have hyperthyroidism. For those of you who knows there's hypo, there's hyper, the hyperthyroid was kicking my butt. I was shaking all the time. I couldn't control it. Losing weight. My eyes was coming out of my head. There's other ways to say it, but I feel like there's, the grave, there's grave disease. Guys, I couldn't sleep. The one thing that really, I remember that till this day, my older sister saw me because I was really hiding. I didn't go nowhere. I stay home when things getting really bad. She started crying. I cried too. That was a wake up call. I tell her not to cry. I cried. That's when I decided, you know what? I can fight this no more. I'm just gonna do the surgery. After 2 biopsy, those biopsy ain't easy. So guys, I'm telling you, and there's so many testimony out there. So many people, this company saved their lives, so many, and you probably have your own story, but you don't talk about it. This is my story. In less than 3 days, I stopped shaking. Can you believe that? 3 years taking medication, my white blood cell was really low. I even get my will done. I think I was gonna die any day because I couldn't sleep. I'm losing weight. My eyes came out of my head. I'm shaking like I was 100 years old. Things was really bad for me. If you
May
give
I
this,
ask what product did you use?
I use the Hemohim because that's the product. And let me tell you, one thing, you will find people they sick, they will say, they're doing research on a product. Guys, when Mr. David, Leader David is a Leaders Club member, probably most of you might know who I'm talking about, Edwin David. When he called me, he was giving me the presentation. He was talking about the compensation plan. And I tell him, hold on, what type of products or service the company get to offer? And that's when he started telling me the story about his sister-in-law. Probably see, this is Chevalier's wife. That's his sister-in-law. The brothers, Chevalier and David, are 2 brothers. And he was giving me that story, how his sister-in-law had cancer, stage 3. Things was really bad. How the products, how the Hemohim saved her life. And we're not just the Hemohim, guys, it's all the Atomy products, but the Hemohim is the main products. Is the products that one product, the #1 selling products in Atomy. And then I get to introduce with the rest of the products. I start taking milk thistle because I was in medication. I was not supposed to be medicated for over 2 years when you have thyroid. For those of you who's educated about thyroid, once you cannot be taking those medications, they're so heavy. More than 2 years is danger in your life. In 3 days, I stopped shaking. When I asked for blood work, the doctor couldn't believe it. He said, he's like, listen, he's the one that called me after the blood work. He couldn't believe it. My white blood cell, my T4, my T3, everything started improving. He asked me to go back, keep doing what I'm doing, and come back after 2 weeks because he think it was just something temporary. Things only get better after 2 weeks. Things only get better. He sent me to come back after 1 month. He was like, wow. He took the Hemohim and he go online and do his research. It's like, wow. That's all he could say, guys. At the time, I was not even doing business. I didn't know. I was just care about my health. I just wanted something to help me. I found it. And then I had the chance to go to that seminar, to that 1-day seminar, and listen to Jason. Jason Chen was giving, how the company changed his life. And I saw in myself that's something that I should be doing. I have to help other people. Again, it's a blessing. It's a blessing you have this company. It's a blessing. You have to share it. Don't keep it for yourself. Now, I'm traveling with the company. I'm right now in New York. Everything paid for. I'm in New York. I was in Boston. I'll be in New Jersey. I think I have to be I'm gonna be in what, Maryland, Virginia, spreading. Really, what I'm doing is giving my testimony because the company saved my life. That's all it is. I'm just trying to help other people. And you can do the same thing because if you don't open your mouth, nobody will. And you know how many people right now, there's this lady named Ann. Ann been taking products since I starting the company. I start sharing. She had stage 4 cancer. She was ruling out to die. She's still here. She kept taking him on him. She kept taking Atomy products. She have a studio in her home. She's a hairstylist. All her clients come back to her. I'm like a family member to her now. Everything she does, she will invite me and my family. All the family is grateful. Atomy is more than a business. Atomy is you guys, you have something bigger than just a business in your hand. This is a legacy you create. You create a legacy for you and your family. You really can get financial freedom. I'm here with Jason's wife, Judy. Their life changed completely. They are, I believe, yeah, the Crown Master. They have a really nice center, beautiful house. Guys, listen, they're living a good life. They had it really, really bad before Atomy. For those of you who's here just for money, yeah, you can make a lot of money in Atomy. But let me tell you, I will rather tell you, just please focus on helping people. Because you will get what you want. I just want to let you know you will get what you want, if it's what you want. If it's money, what you want, but just focus on helping people. Because the way you become successful is not just focus on making money. The way you become successful and see how many people you can help. And let me just say this to let you go. The one thing that I want you to keep in mind, this is very important. Everybody needs you. Don't think you're not important. You are very important. More than you think. If you sign up in this company, you have an ID, an Atomy, you have the shopping mall in your phone. You are a business owner. You own those products. You own the right to share. You own the right to earn. You own the right to speak, to change lives. Don't worry about yourself. You'll be just fine. You will be fine. You will make enough money. You will pass. Listen, your retirement will be set. Your kids will be happy because the company already do the provision for you. The company set it in a way where you will never get to be in need. But you have to really want it. Change your life first. Use the products. Be the first one to live the life. Guys, I'm so excited. Let me tell you, as you already know, I'm always excited. Is a blessing. I'm grateful for Atomy. Take this business seriously. You can do it. Stop listening to people. Sometimes you don't even know what kind of business you do. And sometimes I get confused myself. Everybody's calling you for different type of business. Guys, just set yourself aside. Focus for a moment. You are one person. You really cannot do 200 things at a time. Mm-hmm. You got to focus. That's how you become successful. Just let me tell you, just take a moment in your life. Just really think about it. There's one thing that you accomplish in your life where you think you're doing 3-4 things at a time. No, you're not. If you really want to do something and really be good at it, so you build that confidence. When you speak, there's no doubt about it. People feel, they can see your passion. They can see that you got it. Because it become a part of you. Because you mean what you say. People can see it. They can feel it. You're really hungry. You want to change your life. Things will just become easier. And you will become successful. And everybody will know your name. That was my time. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mitch. I guess we did a whole presentation this morning. Guys, all I can say is you've heard his testimony. That's from his mouth, his testimony. And also he mentioned Jason Shin. If you're in the area where they're doing this one day, you should go. I heard Jason's testimony. Where did KJ go? And I was blown away by his story. This is someone that came to this country, could not even speak English properly. He washed dishes in a restaurant, washing dishes, to now being a crown master. We all can do it. As I said, I had stopped my business. I started back over. And let me tell you, I'm not going to let the fact that the people I was working with quit or anything stop me this time. This morning, I spoke to someone in regards to Hemoheme. Well, last night, I was supposed to call her back last night. I called back. She didn't answer. I made sure I called her at 9 a.m. this morning. And I put in that order for the 4-pack of Hemoheme for her. Listen, the product work, and as Mitch just said, it's Hemoheme, guys. If you have been with this company for more than a month and you're on this call for more than a month, you shouldn't have to ask which product it is, because I say it every day. Hemoheme is the one product we have that is going to help to restore your health. Everything else add to build your body up. But whatever the health challenges are that someone is dealing with, you start them with Hemoheme. And if you're new, you know it works, because he talked about his testimony and he talked about 2 other individuals with cancer. It doesn't matter what the health challenges are, put your people on Hemoheme. You are going to see wonders. And I saw Mitch back then with his bulging eyes. I saw it for myself. And look at him now. He's healthy and he's out there doing it. And he's talking about the money. We have to take this business serious, because let me tell you, it can change your life. You just have to be serious about it. Now go ahead, KJ. And then Vivian after, because Vivian had their hands up too. Go ahead.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Good morning, everyone. I know I've been out for a minute. Yeah, first thing first, I want to thank you for playing the video. I know it is a breathtaking, but I know for a fact that when I look at folks and daily base, folks has a system and a mindset of what they do, right? To break that cycle, to do something that can better them, it is kind of tough for people to adjust to do that. Yes, but me personally, what made me push myself was because when I saw that the doctor was saying that, oh, you have a cancer tumorous, I was like, what? What is that? And I'm like, okay, so I had did research, and I found out that, hey, listen, there's no such thing called cancer tumorous, and you either have a cancer or you have a tumor. So I was like, okay, great. So I was looking at that and I was like, man, if you believe in God, pray, and then change your diet and go ahead and start exercising, right? And so that's what really kicked me off to start doing it. So I did that. A friend of mine who owns Chef Cleo and back in Miami told me that, listen, go get this book that talks about beat cancer for your blood type. This author has so many lists of books, and I went to pick up that book and start reading it, and all the books. But for just to share that with you, it really taught me about my blood, because I knew what was my blood type. And then as the do's and don'ts, what you should eat, what you should not do, what you should be doing. It's like a manual, which a lot of folks do need a lot of manual in their life. Like that video, it's a good manual to practice. Somebody just needs somebody to walk them through it. When you've been doing a psychology of, okay, you got to go ahead and go get a job and work, compared to where this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad that talks about, hey, I'm gonna teach my son how to run a business and do things with the business mindset, compared to those who stuck with one income versus those who create 3, 4, 5 income to be able to have a healthy life. It's a cycle that needs to be break. It's just everybody is different. Everybody has a different mindset. There's 16 personalities. 16 personalities. Not everybody's in that one line. I understand that, hey, you invite people to come out to Atomy event. Yeah, most folks will look at it differently compared to what you've seen. Most folks might say, hey, it's not for me. Some folks are going to say, okay, this is interesting. What got me interested was a friend of mine upline named Abby and Willie. they brought up this Abby came up with this book. He has a whole list of book about chronic disease. What part of Atomy that works for Pacific chronic disease. And I was like, interesting. I was, I'm big on health. And so for me to see him to have a book of that, to figure out what could go with such as such, I was like, wow, this is more interesting. Mr. Willie told me, hey, listen, you should join in. I'm like, okay, great. Because of Abby, what I saw from him, I said, all right, I'm gonna join in. And I joined in. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting so many video bombards. I was like, okay, this is not enough for me because time is running and I can't look at all these videos because I got a life that I have to run. But then when they talk about the morning memento, I got involved and I said, whoa, this okay, let me look at this a little bit. The second day of show, the third day of show, the fourth day of show, I started being inspired. And then I looked at other part of the weekly that Atomy has during Monday through Sunday, talking about all the different testimonies, all the different health. I was like, whoa, this is some great stuff. I'm sorry, okay, great. And so, yeah, if you could bring your friends and family to join to take a look at these videos and look at the live Zoom, yeah, that might inspire. What really pushed me want to get started was because I'm big on helping folks, right? But a lot of folks don't want your help, right? Because they want to do it for themselves, even though they do it wrong. Right. And so some others you just got to back up. You can't do everybody, help everybody. But for those with side effects, with medication that causing them to fall off, I always wanted to find a solution. I am a solution guy. That's what gave me the plus to go ahead and get out there and do it. And so that video that we just saw, that is an inspiration to listen to as much as you can, because I know that there's other motivated speaker out there but this video, for some strange reason, please send that to me because I definitely want to learn. I definitely want to. It's a reminder for me because the simple fact that all these what he broke down, that's a lot for a human to really put that together. Unless they go ahead and write it down and create a chart and say, okay, this is my blood type. This is what I'm gonna do daily based for my environment, my what comes out of my words, my mouth. What comes out of your mouth is very powerful. It will come to light, like that's what it say in the Bible, right? And so my thing is that I want to encourage everybody, for those who hasn't really for those who really do a little by little, keep doing it. Keep doing little by little. But if you can do improving by really do a 30-minute reading, that's hard to do at times because you're tired. So it's something that I need to start doing extra things that besides get up in the morning, start stretching, and then when you get up with cold muscle, you realize that you can't, you run into do other meetings and stuff like that. So with me currently, what I'm currently doing, we have the event that's coming on, the health and wellness event that's going to be taking place April the 19th here in between Broward and Fort Lauderdale because it's on County Line Road between that. And so that took my time because I can't be distracted. But I was doing all this to make sure the vendors is out there and make sure that everything's going to be smooth running process for this event. Yeah, so that means that what I'm doing, I'm taking the initiative to go ahead and push the Atomy as well and all the things that are going to be there. And so this is going to be my first, guys. Yeah, damn, taking the initiative. So that means that you too can do the same. And so I just want to leave with you guys with that. And listen, those who are here on this call, give yourself applause for being on this call. And also I want to thank you, everybody like CJ, Miss Brian, for hosting this event. Yeah, I know it's hard to do, keep it maintained, but other folks, I know they work in and they can't seem to squeeze in or talk a little bit, but at least say good morning. Okay, that you exist or something. But the other part is that, guys, we'll, as we learn and grow, maybe you have some ideas you can share with the group. Just want to share that with you guys, and I want to say thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. Okay, Miss Vivian, I know your hands were raised. You had your hands up as well.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. I
Morning.
did put my hands down because I was so captivated by Little Mitch. I love to hear him talk. He's a motivator speaker himself, so he should go that path, being a motivator for other people. Okay, thank you guys for being here in the morning. And every time I come on, I always get not just something. I always get a lot to help me with Atomy. It's funny how I was introduced to Atomy. The sister from my church who called me for somebody else who was sick. And when she told me that her relatives up in Canada were taking these supplements because they help with, she mentioned the two bigger ones, cancer and diabetes. And I should give the information to that person who was sick, to that other brother who was sick. And after she hanged up, I said, well, I know people who have cancer and diabetes. I have friends, as a matter of fact, co-workers that have cancers. So I called back, I asked her for more information, and she referred me to leader Aaron, and the rest is history. Okay, so just a little um, um, experience I had. Every day when I wake up, yes, after I do my prayers and commit the day to the Lord, and I say, Lord, please tell me today what I need to do for the business. And I'm telling you, either at the same time he answered me, told me, go in your calendar, go on your calendar, write this down, write all throughout the day. He tells me, call this person, go here, go there, do this, do that. And he's the biggest motivator, already. He's the biggest motivator.
Yeah.
But we appreciate everybody else, that's by doing this in the morning, you are motivating us, and I appreciate that, and we're moving along. Like I said, the person who introduced me to Atomy is not doing it, and she needs the products, but I'm at her all the time telling her, look, you introduced me to it, and I used to have headaches all the time and back pain all the time. Now I don't have them anymore. And I know you have several ailments, so you should keep taking the supplements and come. She said, no, my health is not. I said, that's exactly why you're doing it. You're taking the supplements because of your health. Anyways, she's not doing it, but I am doing it, and we're moving along. And I thank you guys. And every time I get the opportunity, I'll come on, at least 3 days a week. It may not be full a week, but every time I'm getting the opportunity, I'll come on. And Leader Mitch, I'm in New York. I know you're going to be in Jersey. I'm going to find out where you're going to be so I can come and finally meet you. Okay. All
Sound
right,
good. Yeah.
everybody. That's
Actually,
all
it's
I had to
tonight.
say.
It's tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna post the flyer in there for you.
Tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
tonight. Yeah. And I'll be in New Jersey
Tomorrow or tonight?
tonight is New York.
And New Jersey
tomorrow.
New Jersey tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Okay.
New Jersey
Yeah,
Saturday.
right.
Saturday is New Jersey.
Oh, great. Saturday's New Jersey. Okay. Okay. All right.
All right,
Okay.
sound good.
I'll see you there. Mhm. Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you. That's all I think for now. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
the
Thank
opportunity.
You're welcome. Now, guys, Nick is going to post this recording. I would recommend that every single individual on here get this recording and save it, because this is Mitch's testimonies on here. It's a powerful testimony to have your people listen to. Not only did he talk about his testimony, but he talked about others as well. So a lot of times, we're saying, oh, we need something to share. You have this recording. Nick is going to post it on YouTube, Telegram, and WhatsApp. Save it. I always say, if you have a Samsung phone, save it to your note file. Copy the link, paste it in your note file. I have a file created for Atomy recording. So you save it there so you can have it to share. And you can tell your people to skip the first 15, 20 minutes so they don't have to listen to the the video I played if they don't want to and go straight to hearing his testimony, but you have something to share with your people. This is what the product did for this individual. So share it. Mitch, I am glad you came on this morning and shared your story. So I'm going to make sure I save this recording, and hopefully you guys will go ahead and share it, put it in your archive. But that was a powerful testimony. And he's not only just talking about what it did for him, but of course you hear him talking about the money side as well. So that's it. It's 10:55. If we have nothing else, I'm going to end it this morning. Mr. CJ, are you there? You want to close out if you're available? Or Miss Maria, if you have something to say, or anyone else before we go?
Yes, this has really been an exciting call. Oh my God, the testimonies, Mr. Mitch, CJ, everybody. This is fantastic. I love it. And I just want to add, just make sure you get a routine in place that's going to work for you. Something that's going to motivate you. Like even, at night before you go to bed, you might want to set your atmosphere or what you're going to do that next day before you even get up in the morning. You put it on your mind at night, just map it out, what you're going to do, and just get a good routine that works for you, for your success. Because, we are all very different. So you want to incorporate things that are going to work for you, and you want to also have some balance in your life. Take time. Let's say first thing in the morning, maybe you want to get out and go work in your garden. You just go get close to the earth, or, you're going to do your prayer, you're going to do your meditation, and just have that balance. Make sure you get enough sleep at night, because we are on a powerful journey. What I heard in all of the speakers today was the excited about getting healthier, about, the finding the solutions through Atomy, excited about helping other people, excited about helping people get well and helping people get more income, and the whole 9 yards. So it was just really exciting. I'm very thankful to be on the call today. Thank you, Novelette. Back to you.
Okay. CJ?
And yes, lovely. I thank you. I really, really, really want to thank Leader Mitch this morning. That was a great infusion of energy and conviction. My takeaway, Mitch, is when you said that if you are in Atomy, you have a store, you have the right to speak. And wow, that is huge, because every one of us here who's a business owner, we have the right to speak. And there are so many folks out there that are just waiting for us to open our mouth. So I thank you, my brother, and I thank everyone for sharing this morning, KJ and Marie and Vivian and everyone. Let's get interactive going forward. Let's get involved. Let's own this business. Let's get out there and let's make it happen. I thank you all, and great job, Novelette. Over to you.
Okay. Well, guys, yes, it was a great call this morning. So thank you, everyone. And oh, by the way, I did post the video in the chat for those who want it. And KJ, did you get it? You can click on the link in the chat and it should open up into your YouTube. Are you still there, KJ?
Yes, my apology. Yes, I have it. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. And hopefully everyone else, because we're about to say goodbye. So.
Aja.